Okay, this is part 3, and we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts to help you with implantation. So if this is an area that you need support with, this show is for you. So come on, let's go. And welcome to the Fertility Godmother Show. So let me share with you 3 things that can be really helpful for you to prepare for implantation. So in Chinese medicine, we like to refer to the uterus as the baby's palace. Isn't that an awesome name? Like, I love that. It's just so cozy. So we want to make sure that the baby's palace is really beautiful and healthy and prepared for implantation. In order to do that, there's actually a lot of different things that you can do to help facilitate implantation, to help make sure that you have a nutrient-dense environment for the baby to implant. And there's 3 things that I want to share with you that I think are really important that you must do in order to help with implantation. The first thing I want to share with you is making sure that your diet, going back to diet, is as healthy as possible, making sure that you are getting nutrient-rich foods, in particular blood nourishing foods, right? Because when you get pregnant, your body is going to need to make a lot of blood so that it can continue to not only nourish your body, but nourish your baby's body. So you need to have all that storage ready. But not only that, you need to make sure that you're having great circulation to the uterus so that it has a nice, fresh baby palace, if you will, that helps create that environment. So blood nourishing foods are things like red meat or lamb, beets, black beans, greens, bone broth. Those types of foods are very nourishing for your blood, and they're going to really help build the blood and help you create a nice nutrient-dense environment. The second thing I want to share with you is making sure that you have enough vitamin D. So again, that's not only important for egg quality, but it's also really important for your uterine environment, because what happens is it actually facilitates what we call endometrial receptivity, which is a fancy way of saying the perfect time for implantation. So making sure that you have the proper amount of vitamin D is really important. And another nutrient that's really important for you to make sure that you have enough of is iron. So if you are iron deficient or anemic, then that's something that you're going to want to make sure that you're eating the right foods and you're supplementing properly. So make sure to ask your doctor to have those tests done, because it's very important, not only for egg quality, but also for a healthy uterine environment, and specifically to help you with implantation. And the third supplement that I think is really important is calcium. So I like to recommend a combination of calcium and magnesium for a variety of reasons. But calcium actually helps with the receptors of the cells in the uterus so that it can communicate to the embryo and help you with implantation. So those are 3 supplements that I think are really helpful as well. So now let's talk about 3 don'ts, right? The first thing that comes to mind that I think is the biggest thing is avoiding plastics, avoiding as many toxins as you possibly can. So eliminating or decreasing the water that you're drinking from a plastic bottle. Get a filter or buy your water from glass jars if you can. And of course, you're going to have moments where you're going to have the plastic, because that's just how our society works. But in the most part, if you can avoid the plastic water bottles as much as possible, or the food from any plastic containers, especially microwaving in plastic containers, it's so unhealthy for not only your uterus and your eggs, but your overall health and your overall body. And you can see, if you've been following me for a while, that your health, it really goes back and forth. Your reproductive health and your overall health they go hand in hand. So I really like to help you focus on that. Another thing that I think is really important for you to avoid is too much stress. So around implantation time, imagine that you were running from that saber-toothed tiger or that T-Rex or some type of anything, right, during that time of implantation. Your nervous system isn't thinking about receiving and opening up for a baby. It's like, I gotta survive, I'm out of here, right? Things aren't gonna really happen during that time. So finding ways to really manage stress and help you get through those challenging times, especially around implantation time, especially around after ovulation. Those are really important times to do the best you can and create new habits and learn ways to manage stress and reframe things so that it can help you get pregnant and stay pregnant. And the third thing that I think is really important for you to avoid or to not do is drugs and alcohol. Even though you don't know if you're pregnant yet, the thing is that you've ovulated, and if that egg has been fertilized and that embryo is already starting to develop, you won't know for another 2 weeks. So this is a really crucial time for you to continue to be consistent in your overall health and your overall nourishing of your body and avoiding those toxins that are harmful for your body and for your baby's body. So I hope this episode was really helpful for you. If you need additional support, I would love to be able to link arms with you. You can click on the link below and set up a clarity session with me and see how I can help you. And until next time, I'm Denise Noyera Rez, wishing you a healthy, happy pregnancy.